All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, it's day 2 of the End Bad Governance protest, and the heat is still on. Still no word from Aso Rock. The political class is shocked at the number they are seeing. This crowd is massive in all the states across Nigeria participating in this protest. And I must confess, I am shocked too. I thought that they had succeeded in caving the people in with all their gimmicks, but they had not. The governors are reportedly scared to speak because no one in the executive class, as a matter of fact, no politician in the APC right now knows what to say to the people that won't lead to an invasion of their houses. Already, the people of Niger State have attempted to invade their state government house, but the attempt was resisted because the majority of protesters had not arrived this morning when they attempted to do that. Who knows what is going to happen tomorrow? And some protesters have proceeded to do the exact thing they did to Goodluck Jonathan in 2012. They made a coffin and put Bart's picture on it. That's the picture right there on your screen. And responding to that picture, one true Edo boy says, "We are feeding them with the same spoon he fed Jonathan in 2012-2014. Back to sender tactics, hashtag end bad governance in Nigeria." And Chuks here says, "What is good for the Greece is also good for Uganda." Abi how then they talk am again. And Ogosa replied, he said, "It didn't take long before Kama visited. Delay is not Delilah." Abi how then they talk am again. And Lance says it's actually what is good for Egusi is good for Banga. And you see, they are making a mockery of the situation. And all in all, they are saying what they did to Jonathan in 2012 is what is being served back to them. And the Southwest massively shut down today. It happened in Ondo State, happened in Ogun State, happened in Lagos State. Massive protests saying they are tired of the Tinubu administration. But it was in the North Central that APC chiefs had to run for their lives. They were attacked and they escaped narrowly. Before I show you how it happened and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video. Instead of speaking to protesters, scared Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun ran to the media to go and talk to Seun Okinbaloye. But even in that interview, he goofed terribly. In one breath, he was condemning protest, and in the next breath, he was saying that they just had protests in Ghana and UK. See the video.
Going to the street in hunger agitation across the land. Just in 30 seconds, what would you be saying to them?
So, majority of Nigerians voted for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And majority of Nigerians...
Governor, majority of Nigerians didn't vote for Bola Tinubu. The figures didn't say so, sir. The figures didn't say so. It's one of the lowest. It's one of the lowest votes margin that we have seen in presidential election in years, sir.
No, what I'm saying is he won the election.
Yes, he won the election, but the margin of victory compared to several other elections is one of the lowest that we have seen. It's a keenly contested election where we have 3 contenders share the vote large.
He majorly won that election, Shehu. And that says one thing. Those that wanted him to be president were far more than those that didn't want him to be president. The problem we have today is that Nigerians are sore losers. Rather than decide or accept the fact that if you want a regime change, wait till 2027. Don't begin to sponsor faceless, leaderless protests under the guise that you are dissatisfied. Yes, like I said, the current reality is not peculiar to Nigeria alone. What we are feeling here in Ghana, there were protests in Ghana yesterday. There are protests in London today, in the UK. So what are we talking about, Shehu? So like I said, the medicine for a headache is not to cut off the head. You know, we must all work together, join hands together, and speak to each other. Let us have a dialogue that is constructive, knowing that you have a responsive administration in place.
You heard that. That was Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State there. Protest is going on in your state. You have not addressed protesters. You are coming to channels. And then he tried to lie about the figures of the elections. Sheung exposed him terribly. And when he proceeded to speak, he began contradicting himself heavily. He said this protest in Nigeria is sponsored by sole losers of the elections. Then he proceeded to say just yesterday they protested in Ghana, they protested in UK. So were those protests in Ghana and UK sponsored by losers of elections? If no be craze, people say that they're hungry, and we can clearly see that our inflation is at an all-time high, and you are still saying it is sponsored by opposition. Is the opposition that made the economy to be in a comatose? What is wrong with these people? Now, let us take a look at this crowd in Lagos State, this massive crowd that shut down Lagos State today. And they were singing, how many people police go kill? Oh, they go kill us, tire. That is their resolve. These guys have lost grip of the Southwest. See the crowd.
Guys, please.
Live images from Ojota there, where it appears tempers are high from one of the speakers there, and the numbers from correspondence reportage are increasing by the minute, or if you like, the hour. And
you heard that. The numbers increasing by the minute right there in Lagos. And it was not only in Ojota, it happened in so many other areas in Lagos State. Ogun State was a shutdown today. The Take It Back movement really coordinated that protest there. We had it in Oyo State, Ibadan. It was really, really massive. In Ondo State too. We have not heard the report from Kwara State and Ekiti State, but I believe it held because early this morning, protesters were already gathering their momentum to begin. So I believe it held there too. And the videos will be made available to us shortly. This is the situation in the country. I've always said it. I said I want the hunger to increase because that is the only way Nigerians can unite. That is the only way Nigerians can begin to think like normal human beings. And it will get worse. So it is going to get worse as the year goes by. That is why many are saying they envisage another massive protest. That one will not even be planned. That all of a sudden you just hear that people have gathered here. Oh, some people heard that they gathered somewhere in the northwest. They have gathered somewhere in the northeast, north central. The outcome of that will be worse than this. We are already seeing signs of the kind of things that will happen when this kind of protest I'm describing takes place. And that takes me to my next update, because what happened in this video is the example of the kind of things you will see in an unplanned protest. This one happened in north central Nigeria, Nasarawa state to be precise. These guys attacked APC secretariat, attacked the APC chiefs, and then narrowly escaped. Look at how this video reported that event.
Morning up till about 2 p.m., the situation in Nasarawa state capital, Lafayette, was calm with no protesters seen gathering or in sight. Things changed later as protesters started to gather meters away from Government House. As they increased in number, they started approaching the state's seat of government before they were dispersed by security agencies. They were seen displaying placards carrying different inscriptions to convey their messages of displeasure against what has been popularly termed as bad governance. Even as they were dispersed by security agencies, they moved inside Lafia town, burning tires, with some vehicles destroyed at the state APC office in Lafia.
They succeeded in throwing stones, and in the process, they vandalized about 2 vehicles. One with a windscreen and the back screen, the other one was the bonnet. But thank God we overpowered them, and with the help of the security, we were able to control the situation.
As we are very much aware, and history has clearly shown that protest of any form always ends in violence. As such, the issue of protest is not always a solution in solving challenges.
Although none of the protesters were injured.
You heard that. Now, that was the APC chairman, Nasarawa State Chapter, Aliyu Bello, speaking there. And both he and the AIT reported the event that took place at the APC Secretariat today very mildly. What happened was actually worse than that, because all of them fled the Secretariat. If you check where he's making that video, he was even standing outside the Secretariat. They had to flee. It was after the soldiers and the police overpowered the protesters with tear gas and gunshots and everything that they could return. But it's all about number, and this is just the beginning. A time will come when just 1% of the hungry people in Nasarawa State turn up to that secretariat. Let me see the number of security forces that will be on ground before they will be able to resist them. And this is just a clear sign that the people have completely rejected the APC. It is happening in the northeast. It is happening in north central. Look at what is happening in the southwest. Everywhere shut down. The east is not protesting, but we know that 97% of the southeast has rejected the APC. So what else? Where else are they going to turn to? It is over for the APC. Well, that is all we can take for the day 2 of the End Bad Governance protest. Tomorrow, we'll bring you details of day 3. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Nah, I dey here, so don't go away. Don't go away.